All right, well, it's the #1 issue for voters, and apparently Vice President Harris is still struggling to blunt Trump's edge on the economy. Democratic and anti-Trump strategists are saying, quote, she missed a chance to connect with voters over her economic plans and to chip away at Trump's reputation for fostering a historically strong pre-COVID economy, his most formidable asset. It comes as new signs point to Americans struggling to keep up with their bills, setting off alarms on Wall Street. Sunday Morning Futures anchor Maria Bartiromo joins us now. Maria, it's so great to have you on. You know, you would think she would know. She's running for president. We're 2 months away from the election. The #1 issue is the economy, and she hasn't prepared an answer on the economy.
You're right, Rachel. Good morning to you. But one of the problems is it's going to be very hard for her to connect with voters on that issue since she is very much behind the major issue of inflation. Remember, they spent $7 trillion on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's watch, largely due to their climate change agenda, and that sent inflation soaring. So even though inflation is off of the highs of the year, you're still talking about prices, inflation overall being 20% higher in the last 3.5 years under Kamala Harris's reign, while real wages are down 2%. So the obvious question for anybody is, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? And the obvious answer is no, because it's way too expensive. Expensive for essentials, food, energy. And clearly, if President Trump has his way, he's going to tap into the energy capacity in America. That will put more oil on the global market, push prices down, and alleviate one of the main issues for inflation, which is the price of oil and gas. Including higher interest rates. You just mentioned that Wall Street is getting nervous. The Wall Street Journal is out with a couple of stories this morning. And one of the big issues here is that consumer lending companies were down last week because the CEOs of those companies are talking about warnings that lower income borrowers are still struggling. Now, this upcoming week, the Federal Reserve is meeting. They're going to be meeting on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we are expecting the Fed to cut interest rates on Wednesday. But that's going to spike a lot of commentary on the right that the Fed is being political. Why are you cutting interest rates in September? 50 days before a major presidential election? That's going to certainly trigger lots of people to say it was all political. So we're talking about that this morning. By the way, J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon spoke with institutional investors this last week, and he said there is still the opportunity for the worst outcome for America's future. The worst outcome is stagflation, that is slowing growth and higher inflation. So it's an issue, and it's a kitchen table issue. Everybody's talking about it. That's why it's the #1 issue.
So what do you have on the show today?
We're talking about that with Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton. We've also got election integrity as the #1 issue for voters as well. Because remember, no matter what issue you're looking at, whether it's inflation, immigration, at the end of the day, it's about who counts the votes, right?
That's
so we're
right.
going to talk about the opportunity to have a fair and transparent election with Governor Ron DeSantis. He's got a big plan in place right now for Florida that he is saying fraud will be prosecuted in terms of this election. So we're going to talk about election integrity with all of my guests this morning after that debate last week. That's going to be one of the big issues here, and certainly one of the most important for Republicans. Ron DeSantis, Senator Tom Cotton, Newt Gingrich, Representative Mills, and Brian Steele are going to get into how the issue has affected Capitol Hill. They're trying to attach the SAVE Act to the continuing resolution. We'll find out why Corey Mills is against that. And then Michelle Tafoya, former NFL sideline reporter. She's lived in Minnesota for 30 years. We're going to talk about about Tim Walz's Minnesota and why for 30 years she says it has been against the citizens there. So we want to get a sense into Tim Walz's policies as well.
Well, I can't wait, and I'm so glad that you're covering the all-important issue of election integrity. Everything hinges on that, Maria. You're always on point, over the target. Thank you for joining us this morning, and we're definitely tuning in. Thanks, Maria.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.